If you feel that your dough is like kind of resisting the stretch, you just like walk away. Okay. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
Just walk away.
It's like boiling water.
Just don't look at it, walk away. Hey, it's Eric Kim. I'm a cooking columnist for the New York Times. Today we're making deep dish pizza. I think people have opinions about what Chicago style deep dish pizza should be. This recipe is the closest written account, as far as I know, of the original pizza that was served at Pizzeria Uno, the version that Richard Riccardo gave this newspaper columnist in 1945. I spent months researching. This pizza historian named Peter Regas, he found the newspaper clipping in the archives, was raising it up and being like, I think I found the original. I think I found the closest. It's a unique recipe. It's a document of time. I think we're gonna learn a lot about Chicago. Now it's time to hit the kitchen running. That's the idiom, right? Hit the kitchen running. The first thing you do though is scald the milk a little bit. Over medium heat, see these tiny bubbles? I mean, this is up to like 180 now, so it's nice and scalded. We want this to come down in temperature by a lot, so I'm just adding it to the bowl of a stand mixer now. I add the cold butter to the hot milk so that it can melt and bring down the temperature a little bit. So 2 tablespoons of sugar, a good teaspoon of coarse kosher salt. I'm not gonna go into my Morton salt rant. You are dying on that hill. Throw out a lot of what you think you know about pizza. This is kind of just a totally different dough. It's a little more biscuity, I would say. It's like almost cakier. It really is worth it to temp it if you can. If this milk is too hot, it will kill your yeast and you don't wanna do that. If you don't have a thermometer, just when you hold under the bowl, it shouldn't be like hot. You want it to be a little warmer than room temperature. It's at 106 now. I'm gonna add the yeast. My recipe says to stir it in, but I made this last night and I just sort of like sprinkled it on top because that's what some recipes do, and you're just waiting for it to get a little foamy. It'll take like 5 minutes. We have to listen to the ancestors and follow directions. This is Chicago we're talking about. You see how it's like sort of expanded? The little granules look a little more like dissolved. Worlds are starting to form in there. We're just gonna make sure it's 360 grams of flour, just adding it straight to the world that we're building right now, the deep dish world. You wanna mix it on medium-low speed for about 10 minutes until it becomes light and springy. Nigella used to always say this. She was always said on her TV shows, and now I'm a free woman. I think of this recipe as a dinner pizza. I mean, that is the history of deep dish pizza. It was created in an era when people were drinking in taverns, in basement taverns. Pizzeria Uno was a basement tavern, but they wanted a more substantial, like knife and fork kind of dinner. Sometimes the dough might like want to rise up to the top of the hook, and you could, if you wanted, sort of just like encourage it to come down. I recommend playing with your dough because you can feel it at different stages. I know that it's not ready because it's like absolutely sticking to my fingers. Looking good. See how it just like comes off in one easy thing? No stickiness, perfect little dough, baby. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be the case, but this will make 2 deep dish pizzas. It's only gonna rise twice. So this is a really simple dough. I'm just like greasing the bowl a little bit with a little olive oil. I want this to rise twice its size. And that's gonna take about an hour or 2, depending on how hot your kitchen is, how warm your kitchen is. One thing that really helps is plastic wrap, like tightly wrapped around. As much as I can give you a time range, we all live in such different, disparate climates and temperatures. And when you're doing bread, you really need to pay attention to the visual more than the time. Like when it says that the dough should double in size, wait for it to double. 2 hours later. And this is like a child. So look at this, how much air is here. It's like, this has risen so much. I mean, I'm so happy with this. Like, just enjoy it. Just enjoy how supple it is. Enjoy popping this. Like, let your intrusive thoughts come in, and it's so moist, it's so airy. It's so just luscious. You really don't have to be that precise with this. You can truly just split the dough and put it in. I'm just forming them into 2 balls and then placing them in these pans. Really generously grease these with olive oil. The pans are where they will continue to rise. If you can, you want stainless steel cake tins. This is kind of like the closest you'll get to the kinds of pans they use in deep dish pizzerias, which are an aged steel pan, and they're like really black. They're so seasoned. I just found that in my development, this is the material that works the best. Similar to last time, we're gonna cover this with plastic wrap. Because again, this like really like traps the air and helps the dough rise quickly. These are gonna go proof now. I'm a great actor. The dough is double in size, and now we're just gonna form the pizzas and bake them off. And I'm gonna have Young Gun here help us.
3, 2, 1.
Completely unnecessary, but joyful. We're making the deep dish. We're making the dish.
Yes.
Do you really want to focus on right where the edge of the pan and the bottom meet? You want to make sure that part is like pretty thin, because it's easy to make that part really thick. Deep dish pizza isn't that deep really, it's like an inch high. And what I'm actually aiming for is less the height and more the thinness of the dough. I think that's what's most important. This is where we're getting really into Chicagoland. The assembly is deli slices of cheese. Don't use like fresh mozz, don't use shredded, that's too greasy. It sort of creates this barrier. But before we do the sauce, we're gonna lay down the sausage. Chicago, Illinois in general is really known for their pork and their sausage. You're trying to create a thin, lacy layer of sausage, almost like stretching it.
Oh, like a thicker layer.
A thicker
okay,
layer,
like a
yeah.
ribbon.
But leaving lacy like openings so that the cheese can kind of bubble up. Okay,
Tomato time?
tomato time. So crush the tomatoes directly over it. You can't use crappy tomatoes for this. These pizzerias, they spend so much time finding good tomatoes. It really makes a difference. There's not much in this. It's dough, sausage, cheese. So you want the tomato to be high quality. And then now,
High five?
oh yeah, high five. Sorry, that was awkward. Cut that out.
I'm gonna wash my hands.
I know, it was awkward. It doesn't seem like it would need more salt, but it really kind of does. This is unseasoned canned tomatoes. I go pretty generous. Pecorino. A lot of these pies are pecorino. You could also do Parmesan.
Let it snow.
Yeah, pretty, right?
Very pretty.
And that's it. Now we just bake it.
Do what?
Yeah. At 450 degrees, we're gonna bake this for 25 to 30 minutes. We're looking for a brown crust and like a bubbling sauce and deep dish pizza. So now we just basil it. And I like to let it rest a little bit before you do so, because as soon as it hits like hot cheese, the basil leaves will get a little discolored. But if you do it after it's cooled a little, it's good. Oh my God.
She's solid.
The main ingredient is confidence.
Yes.
And I don't have it.
You can do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll pinch it from the side.
It's crazy, but like.
Amazing. Yeah, I'll take that.
Thank you. Let's dig in.
One slice.
Yeah.
It's substantial.
It's substantial.
It's a meal. Do you fork and knife this? I'm just gonna carry it.
Ooh. Okay.
Look, another way.
Oh, I might have to fork and knife it.
Good.
Is that good?
So hot. We rested it for a while too. And not greasy at all.
Not greasy.
The floofy bread is kind of just like acting as like a really nice vehicle.
I think a lot of people think it's this like heavy thing that you can only have a single slice of, but I don't know about you, I could eat I could eat this whole thing. I'd be full, but I wouldn't feel gross. I also just like that this food item dives you like way deep into Chicago history, and the grandsons and the sons of those deep dish pizza joint owners, they're still alive. They're around, they're passing on the legacy, sharing things with journalists like me, and hopefully they won't get lost to time. To find this recipe and many more, you can go to nytcooking.com.